Good morning. We're back. We're back. Season 2. A little late. This is our first video of season 2. Had a lot of changes this year. Been really busy. First, let me show you our garden. That's the best thing. 100 times better than last year. Planter boxes aren't the way I wanted to go, but I had to figure out something to do with all that gravel. Backyard over here was half gravel. I'll show you. This whole section over here is gravel. We want to put some grass and a border around the whole property. A lot of weeds are getting out of control, getting behind. So I dug up about half of the gravel, use it for the garden. Some of it over here we pile it up. Pea gravel, you had that as a walkway through the middle of the gravel. I don't know why anybody would fill their yard full of gravel. Insane. It's hot enough as it is. You put gravel and concrete everywhere, it makes it 10 times hotter. The front yard, half gravel, half concrete. So we're busting all that concrete out. We're gonna replace some of it with a loop driveway and grass and flower beds. For the rest of it, I'll show you the front. Look at that. It's like a commercial, industrial property. There's that pea gravel to use for a walkway. Yeah, and the rest of it is concrete. The whole yard, gravel and concrete. Guess that's why nobody wanted to buy this place. Anyway, let's get back to the garden. You can see our garden is 100 times better than last year. Last year was pretty much an experiment. I knew we weren't going to do real good, but I was hoping for the best. Did all right. We learned a lot, and we put that to use for this year. We started our tomatoes, peppers, everything. We started really early, maybe a little too early. We started the 1st of January, started the tomatoes, and by the time we planted them, they were 2 foot tall. So next year we're going to start probably 1st of February, the tomato plants. 1st of January we can start the tomatoes, onions, cold crops like lettuce and stuff like that, cabbage. We already harvested our first batch of cabbage. It was getting too hot. We had to pull that up. And, if you remember last year, we saved the seeds for the corn. It's growing. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but we're going to find out soon. We got some here, some over there, growing on the other side of the tomatoes. You can see we did 2 rows of tomatoes on this trellis. 2 rows of trellis, growing like weeds. I think next year we're going to do 1 trellis for each box. And yeah, these are, I didn't expect this to get so big. I thought we were going to have just small plants like last year, not much on it. Now we're going to have a huge harvest. So we're getting ready for our canning. We got about 6, 7, 8 cases of bottles already, jars. Yep, so this year we started using weed fabric. So we pulled a lot of weeds last year, and I don't like it very much. So we put down weed fabric, burn it in holes, cut down the weeds. This is our new corn. But there's one problem with the black weed fabric. It absorbs the heat, and the little baby plants don't like it too much. So when they come up, they get burnt. Some of them. These little ones, they have a hard time coming up. These are planted at the same time These ones over here, you can't even see them, they're about 2 inches tall. These were planted 2 weeks before. They're growing real good, so I think next year we're going to have to use a shade cloth when they start out. Same with the cabbage. It's burning the cabbage, and the lettuce gets burnt. Lettuce and the cabbage get burnt right when they sprout. So we've had 2 weeks of over 100 degrees, and it went down to 90s, upper 90s. And the next week, a couple of weeks, it's going to go back up in the hundreds. It's real hot this year. Real bad drought. So we've been using this irrigation line to direct water our vegetables. It's working out real good. We can fertilize right through that. We'll have to throw down fertilizer. Next year we put cow manure and mulch in here to start out our beds. There's our onions. I think we planted a little too many onions. Weeds growing in there. We didn't use fabric in there. And change that next year. Some cabbage. All those holes were full, but you can see that the heat is just tearing it up. A little bit of lettuce over here. Doing pretty good. It's time to cut that down. We have some seed onions over here. Can give us some seed. This getting close to pick them. Still white. See, they're still white. Not quite ready yet. Yeah, you can see right here where the rat has been digging up our potatoes. Let's see over here. We'll see a better spot. Yeah, they dig little holes in there, digging up our potatoes. There's another one exposed. They're just pulling them all out. This one, I don't know what they did to that plant. They just tore it up. Yeah, there's our potatoes. Remember last year, our potatoes were a big failure. All died, rotted in the ground. This year, rat problem. So we killed 6 of them so far. Gotta figure out what to do next year. Maybe put chicken wire over top or something. I don't know. Got any ideas? Let me know. So this year I've gone through a lot of changes. Been really busy at work. Well, for the last about 5 years, I've been trying to pay down our debt, trying to get out of debt so we can buy a small farm, 10 acres or so, or whatever we can get, 5 acres. Around here, might end up just being 2 acres because this land is so expensive. Anyway, some changes at work. I took on a new position at work. Get an extra $1,000 a month doing that, but it's pretty dangerous. I don't like doing it. I was planning on doing it for 3 years so we can get all my 3 or 4 years so I can get all the debt paid off. I have 2 more things left: the RV and the house. That's it. The 2 biggest items. So the RV should be paid off hopefully this year, and then the house paid off 3 years after that. Hopefully. That's what I was planning, but this new position is kind of scary. I really don't like it. So, and I have a side gig, do about 4 or 5 hours a week, bring 500, 600 extra per month. Not too much, but it helps. It pays for our food. So, and help us pay down all the debt. And our chickens, you can see them. A little bit of problems with the chickens. The White Plymouth Rocks, not really friendly chickens like they were described on the internet. They like to pull each other's feathers out or peck each other to death. So we've had to get rid of some of the mean ones, and the herd's getting a little low. So I think the white ones are going to be the first one to go, but they're the best producer for eggs. The other ones not so much, but what can you do? So our plans for this year is to produce half of our food here on our own little half-acre homestead. So we should have enough tomatoes to produce all of our tomato products, our tomato sauce, ketchup, whatever we need. Yeah, and we got a lot more things to do. We got to finish busting up all the concrete, finish the backyard, put in grass, finish the planter boxes. We should be able to get 4 more planter boxes in this back section, and then we're going to add another probably 8 smaller planter boxes over by the side garage, the side driveway, and then so be up by the shop back here where the chickens are. We should be able to put some more smaller ones, and then behind the chicken coop we should be able to put some more smaller ones back there, maybe an herb garden or something. So we got a lot of work to do, and we got to finish this chicken coop. We're gonna start growing our meat birds in here in the fall and the early winter. So let me show you that and what we need to do. And then next year when we get, hopefully, have the outside finished. You can see a good shot of my ear. Let's see. Can you see that? It's not a real wide angle lens. We need to clear all this out. It was cinder block and plywood covering this over here. So we broke that out. You can see it stacked up over there. Right there. So we need to build a wall here, just like the one over here. Chicken wire. Oops, sorry about that. Just build another wall like this, chicken wire. We'll put the meat birds in here. Should be able to get probably 25 raised in here easily. There's plenty of room. So yeah, I just wanted to get a video out. It's been a while. Trying to come up with new streams of income, passive income. Yeah, we got a few things I'm working. Really short on time. Last year I was able to get 3 videos out per week. I think this year, with everything going on, I want to be able to get out 1 video per week, probably Sundays. Do my best to get out all the videos I can. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Things to tell you about. We're trying to save money. We got the stack of firewood way over there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe zoom me in. We go to our local landfill. They have firewood up there to sell, $5 a load. So we're gonna get all that. We're gonna use that to heat our house and save money. That'll help pay down some of the bills faster. Yeah, so anyways, we're gonna go edit this film and put it on for you. So we'll see you next time.